There we go. Hello everybody. I'm just trying to see if I can get the stream up and running now, which likely is a chance that I can get the stream up tonight. There we go. Yeah, you can hear my voice sometimes when like you look through the live stream. It works well. I'm just trying to post this on my Discord server so you guys can watch it. We are live now. Come and join me, please. So yeah, when I type these live stream reminders, I make sure to put the live stream Twitch and the other one, which is my YouTube, which is the main one actually. So, you know, that's what I want to go with. And also, whenever I create live streams like this, it creates another one called Stream 44. We just have to delete that because, you know, that one is the scrub one. Let's just call it the scrub one, but it does the job. Copy link for Twitch. So yeah, my Twitch one is twitch.tv/blueaerospace236. Also, I got the thumbnail. And the thumbnail is Starship Block 3. Oh, hello. Welcome. So, if you're wondering what is on your screen, the name of the game is called Starship Factory. And basically, your goal is to build Starbase, the build site here, the launch site over here, and then a testing site. So yeah, really good game. It's actually getting updated as we speak right now, which is cool. Now let's get into this. I'm just gonna turn down my volume a bit because in case like the unscheduled Raptor engine noise occurs, I don't want to be deafening everyone on accident, which is not what I want. What we want to hear. It's not what we want to see. Sorry, and hear. Yeah, so we're just gonna do that now while we're at it. So let's get into it, shall we? So we have like 3 people watching right now as we speak. That is fine. Because I'm streaming this on YouTube and Twitch. The Twitch one will be more like up to date and more accurate live. But the YouTube one has more like more popularity, but also better quality. So yeah, which is really good. So I'm just gonna get rid of these roads, and these lift workers, these lift and crane workers. So what does Starbase need? A big fence. So I'm just gonna go like that and just spam build a fence. And we're gonna go back again just in case if I miss any bits. And we're just gonna do it for the back side because we don't want anyone, coming in and just casually taking our Raptor engines. Definitely not something we want to, encounter. So yeah, basically just building a big wall. I will build a great wall. Anyway, I reckon what you do is you just mark out the areas. So mark out the build site, like what we did with we mark out the launch site along with the build site and the test site. So our goal is to get a few orbital launches this stream. And what I will do is I will actually play Kerbal Space Program. Oh, Jesus, that's not what I wanted to see. I misclicked and the whole thing just went haywire. So anyway, we'll play Kerbal Space Program after this, then transition to Kerbal Space Program 2 Redux. Then we'll play Planet Crafter, which is another game where you have to terraform a planet. And we'll just follow it along with Astroneer at the very end, which is, you know, what we want to, you know, see. So right now we're just marking out the areas of where we can build. You see this grid? This 2D grid is where our building area is. So this is our Messi's, like our test site, our Messi's test site that SpaceX has in real life. Now what is something that SpaceX has and this game doesn't have? Unlimited money. So you can build literally anything really at this point, but like we have to, the only downside is it costs time and workers. Man, this is a big build space. Hello Geo, welcome. Geo, the official Geo FS flight video group. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining, by the way, you're such a legend. You guys rock. Now let's actually get to building to the big fabricators and like the mega bays. So here's what I would do is I would basically just get a mega bay, 2 mega bays here. And what I will do is I will, because I'll have a extra large fabricator, this will be transitioning between like different parts. Oh, actually, you know what I should do? I should have the welding tents, the huge welding tents. Oh, I can fit them. That's good. So the welding tents, and then there's like the big manufacturing buildings we got. Now, of course, you just see like these blank things. That's because we actually need builders to build them. So I'm just doing a bit of planning out. So just like what a real civil engineer does is we have to build roads. And since I think these are 3 welding tents, which is enough, so we just need that for the like booster and ship like sections. And then 1 for the for the stacks. So there's like the 2 stack, the 3 stack, 4 stack and 5 stack ring sections. And then what we'll build here is another large fabricator, which is what we're going to be needing for, well, more buildings. Those will come really those large fabricators will actually come in handy when we build the launch site infrastructure, so like the launch towers. Yeah, so you'll be catching boosters. And let's just clear this fence out, and then we can put a work road here so we can get builders to transition between test site and launch sites facilities. So yeah, this is going to be pretty cool when it comes up online. And I'm going to just create like a long road work. Roadworks ahead. Sure hope it works. And in that little gap right there, let me just point to it, like in this big gap over here will be basically where I think where we would it would be like the test like tent things. And by that I totally mean the scrapyard. Just why not? Then I think we can put a raptor storage. Too big. We cannot put a raptor engine storage. Now why can't I put a raptor engine storage? Well, because the area available there is too small. So we have to improvise. So we should actually, yeah, we got enough scrap yards. 3 is the maximum, I believe. We need some storage yards so we can put all the stuff. So yeah, storage is basically set now. Actually, I can have fabricators to start fabricating some of the like orbital tank parts. And then we can start, you know, start construction a bit earlier on. And we will get this built. So we're having 3 of these, like these logistic things. One for the cranes, the crane workers. Make sure this is on repeat. And then, yeah, and we got the lift workers. And then the SPMT workers, which are like the guys that transport the actual starships. Now, we do need materials to build these. Duh, that's how it gets built. And where are we going to get all these parts from? The good old delivery platform. So we're just going to spam it, I guess. Now I gotta make sure if the dimensions are correct on this. Which they're fine. So you steel coil, need a steel beam, then a wall panel, then a Raptor 1 engine just in case, Raptor 2 because that's better, and then a Raptor vacuum. Then we gotta go suborbital forward flaps, suborbital bottom flaps, then the booster grid fins, ceramic tiles because, you know, we want our ships to come back and that's where the heat goes away. Then we got the orbital flaps, and then watch this, when I hit time warp we can see all them come, and then look at that, they're all getting built. Look at that progress there. There's Mega Bays. Come on, Bob the Builder, you got this. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, yes we can. Honestly, that show is nostalgic. Good show. I missed the old one though, it was really good. Hey, there we go, our first welding tent. Now our second one, and then our third one I believe is coming up next, which is correct. Which is exactly what we have. We just need the second, yep, there we go, second fabrication factory. Now we can actually store some of this stuff, so I'm going to store the steel coils, the steel beams, and then I think we can store the ceramic tiles because we need a lot of those later on when we get the orbital parts. And we can make great use of these tents right now. We can actually start fabricating and start building these bits. So we're going to start with the forward dome, which is like the top dome area, the top part of the tank. And a common dome, which is like what separates the liquid methane and liquid oxygen tanks. Then we got the bottom aft dome, which is like the bottom of it, let's say. We can get the thrust puck, which is for the starships, and then the booster thrust puck for the boosters for the engine installation. We can even invest in a good old transport stand. Yay. Then we can use this to get a orbital, is that an E-dome? We're gonna get 3 of those just in case. Then we're gonna get some steel rings. And some tower corners on these. these tower corners will actually come very handy because they'll get moved into this fabricator and then they'll be put into full stack fabricators after that, which is really cool. Then we need the hot stage ring and then another steel ring just to follow it up. So let's get building. So this is really good progress so far what we got. Also, I did disable the like time warping for like the sun and all that, like the daytime. Hello Gem, hello Space Vulture. I'm actually playing Starship Factory. Starship Factory, that's the name of the game. Oh, didn't mean to go in there. It's a really fun game actually, I reckon. It's pretty cool. Now I reckon what I could do is I can make a welding stand and I can try make nose cones. Can I make nose cones? I can make a Starship prototype, but you know, it's not what we want. You know what? We can start investing into 2 stacks to get things going quickly. And then turn that into another 2 stacks. We want to get as much 2 stacks as possible because they run it extremely quickly. And I mean very quickly. Now we can get that Raptor storage section built real quick. And I'm going to put down another road. Just so like it turns right over here so I can basically collect, well, more stuff easily. I even get a work light just to, you know, make things easier. And we're going to store the Raptor 2s because when we get the super heavies, they're going to be starting to spam, like, they're going to spam all of our engines out. Because when we install all of the engines, because there's 33 engines, it's going to be, you know, it's going to eat up all of our engines. So let's get building, shall we? So we're going to get the 4 stacks rolling out. And we'll get the 3 stacks. Along with that, we'll start to, you know, we'll start to make nose cones as well. So I'm going to need to get a mid bay, because that's kind of mid. Because that's kind of mid. Yeah, I repeated that. We need let's invest in a orbital nose cone. And then a orbital payload section, which requires a 5 stack. Of course, I'm going to use the welding stands. So yeah, there we go. Another 2 stack as well, because why not? Oh, we need the ceramic tiles. Oh, we got plenty. I think I know what we need. We need to get rid of one of these nose cones. Scrap that, and then we can switch it around. Hey, there we go. So yeah, you can tell between the difference between these is because this is tall and this is short. It's quite a easy difference. Now, I reckon what we can do is we can actually start storing stuff, so we can put the ring sections down. Oh, didn't mean to place that like that. So I need 4 of these. So 1 for the 2 stack, 1 for the 3 stack, and 1 for the 4 stack, and then another 1 for the 5th stack. Which is exactly what we want and need. Actually, you know what? I think we should, if we have enough stacks, we can start building the ship tanks and booster tank sections. So I want to mass produce like these. So this will be where the ships and then the boosters go, because the boosters gonna be there and the ships is gonna be there. So basically, what we need is like 2 high bays, and they'll all just get stacked there, which is exactly what we want. Mid bay, crane, crane, crane. Good observation, by the way, Space Vulture. Thank you. And where's the second tower? That's so out of context. There we go. So we're going to use these to basically build the booster methalox section and then the booster liquid oxygen section tanks. Thing is, we are literally need to start building. We gotta build, build, build. We're gonna be less fumbling, but more build, build, build. And then now we're going to do the booster sections. Basically, they'll all get rolled out over here. Hey! Got the LOX tank. LOX tank's been built, and in the forward section, there we go. So basically these will get stacked into here, into the mega bay. Of course we will actually have to start producing the ship tanks. The ship tank sections. Hello Hal, welcome. Flight 13 in 5 days. Yes, lucky number 13. Oh no, that's gonna be a bad decision later on. Because yeah, we saw what happened on Apollo 13 in, I think it was 1973. Oh sorry, 1970. Hold on, when did it come out? Apollo 13 date. Okay, April 11th to, yeah, 1970. I was right. Blue, what's up? Oh, not much. Excitement for Frost 2. I was hassling the modders today if I can get it working. Didn't get any luck though. So yeah, kinda sucks. But here we are. Watching this during class break. Do you mean the launch or this stream? Both, I'm assuming. I'm not sure. I want to create this road. It's a very fixed up road now. There you go, it's fixed. Rogue Starship randomly re-enters location, decision incoming. Indeed. I think this is really good progress so far. What we do need to do is a bit of concrete filling. Just so like, you know, it looks a lot more nicer. Concrete, concrete, concrete. Yummy. I'm gonna put another 2 welding stands. So here I will weld, that's a 3 stack. I'll create a 3 stack there and then a 4 stack here. I might even, to be honest, I might even put a display stand here or here. Either. And I need to put down a ring yard again. More ring storage bits. So then that way I can basically store some of the ship parts and the booster parts. If I have to. You know what, I could probably store the orbital payload sections along with the booster LOX and CH4 sections. And then the orbital... No, there's no orbital tank? What? It'll be fine, I'm sure. Oh, we need more of those SPMT workers. Speed up the delivery. So basically we're just transferring all of these around. Then I reckon we'll start finishing up with the parts for the launch site. So we're just gonna make some tower mid sections and then the tower full stacks. Here we go. Also, we got like 3 other people watching this, by the way, so that's really good progress. Amaze. Oh, what about? Oh, we could put the hot stage rings right there, and I'll do some more road stuff. Roads, 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 roads. I'm gonna just merge these to one big road, I reckon, or not. So I'm just going to delete that and then delete that fence. So there's a lot of openings, let's just say. Alright, launch site. Let's do some stuff. See, I'm going back to class. See how. Yes, Amaze, Amaze, Amaze. Good movie though. Love that movie. Here we go. So let's build definitely a better roadway system. Stretching from like over here around. And I just completely forget what I was doing. Don't worry, it's fine. Because that's what happens on the Blue Aerospace channel. Is things happen and I forget about things. So yeah, that's what we do here at the Blue Aerospace channel. Alright, here we go. So I think we should start actually building the tower sections of the booster. The launch site. So we need a orbital pad. They need to really update the game. I feel like it'll be better if they did update the game, so then we get like, you know, like Tower 2, Pad 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put another launch site over here. And in between there's going to be like filled with like fuel, the fuel farm. So I reckon that would fit really well. So it's like a little bit like Pad 2 alike. Like the orbital launch site that we see right now today in you know 2026. Booster Tower section indeed. That was a typo. Or should I say a speech show? Since I said that. Let's actually start building boosters and ships now. We'll start with the block 2 ships and then the block 1 boosters. Am I crazy saying that? Probably. But okay, let's do this. There we go, so we've got booster 1 and then ship 1. Let's actually install all the engines, but like I want to, you know, have like a little bit of a rocket garden. So I need display stands. So I'm just gonna put them like these. And along with this, I'm gonna put the shipping containers. And I'll just like road between it all. It's literally just roads and concrete at this point. It's kind of funny though. I'm looking for engines. Oh, we got plenty. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, see, look at the tower sections of the launch site. They're looking good now. So yeah, I'm just gonna road it. Put some roads. We still need to have some room for the water deluge and all that. So I'm gonna have the water tanks at the back. The liquid nitrogen vaporizer. Not sure why I'm building these like this, but okay. There we go. I think this does pretty good actually so far. We're getting some good progress here. Then I'm gonna put another road around here. Then I'll make like a little transitioning between like pad 1 and pad 2. Possibly putting in a pad 3 by chance if I get time. But you can see the difference here. You can see like how far they are both. Yeah, a little accurate. Oh, OG tank farm, nice. It's getting there, I reckon. It's getting around there. I'm just gonna spam these and put this around there. So you know, nice and easy to get around. So we're gonna just, you know, start spamming in the tanks. I reckon I'm gonna have like one section's gonna be like all liquid oxygen. One side liquid oxygen and then liquid methane side. It's kind of weird because like in this game, the liquid oxygen I feel like is a lot more bigger with the large tanks. Also there is nitrogen over here. Like nitrogen tanks. Wow, look at that. Really fits the aesthetic, you know? That's what I like about this game. And let's put the nitrogen here. This is actually really good progress. Yes, Geo. There's a bit of a thing here, let's say. There's a bit of space. Let's put a static fire. Wait, can we do that? We'll suborbital pad. Let's put a landing pad here. And then we can basically put a road through here. So we're getting more boosters and ships. Turn that patch of grass into a soccer field. No, we're not going to. We have Starship. We have Starbase to build. We're just concrete. You just congregate it all with concrete. In case, you know, it explodes and we can just fix it up easily. As for pad 2, I think it's fine like this. There we go. There goes another section. It's actually crazy how quick these are getting built. Like if you look at the Cape Canaveral, like, you know, the Cape Canaveral launch sites for the Starship launch sites, they're actually developing very quickly. Like what, there's like 5 towers getting built right now as we speak. And there's like a full Giga Bay being built as we speak, so yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. Let's get a storage yard. Might need to store some of these parts. This is gonna be storage galore. Let's just say. So we're gonna have the flaps, because it's finally flapping. That was terrible. That's a terrible joke. We're gonna need the suborbital ones. Then the thrust puck. The thrust pucks. Look at that. Grid fins and as well as the ceramic tiles. Oh, it's transport stands. And over here is going to be more like more display stands going on. And then here's going to be, you know, more. It's going to have some lights. Let's have some lights here. What should I have here? Let's have a palm tree. Just have a sudden palm tree just sitting there casually. I mean, it look nice. It's close enough. I totally crack my knuckles in live stream. How's the launch site's looking actually pretty good. It's a bit naked on the pad 2 side, don't you guys reckon? Might want to put some more tank stuff. Some nitrogen as well. I need to fix up the road a bit more just so like it looks better. And I'm just gonna go like that around. Ooh, know what? Nah, that's not. I was like, you know what? And I was like, nah, it's not. We need work lights? Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's illuminate the area. Just casually have like a full-on like lighting system near the pads. I will actually put down more tanks as well. I'm not sure what these liquid nitrogen vaporizers do. I'm sure they do something. Actually, let's actually look that up while I'm at it. Storage right next to the launch pad. Blue Origin style. Okay, kaboom! What does liquid nitrogen vaporizer do at launch site? Question. Okay. Blah blah blah. Does nothing interesting, I'm assuming, which is good. I think yeah, having the storage is right straight up fun because like yeah. Wait, is there? Can we have a tank? Can we have some storage? Storage display. Let's just have some display casually going on. I actually really like how this is going along. Then I'm just gonna go put like a full-on through road and just like let it go like that. I don't know why I did that. I think it just looks cool. And there's a gap between that road. Let's actually put a fence around this. I reckon it'd be sensible to have a fence deflecting it all out. Wow, already 40 minutes into stream. Not bad. Oh, imagine I put a palm tree there. Oh no, that poor palm tree during launch. How are we doing for like that? We're lacking midsections. Well, we're just going through it quickly. That's the thing. So we're just gonna, just engine up all these ships and the boosters, and we're gonna send them off to the launch site, I reckon. But we want to test them actually. I reckon that's probably more sensible. Install engines. Oh, it needs vacuum engines. I need to be smart about this. Let's put down another engine storage. Let's put another Raptor storage. I reckon these are going to be like for the boosters, the booster engines. I need more steel beams. How many build workers do we have? 3,000. We need more. More? You wanted more? Come on, where are the steel beams? Oh, we're out of steel beams. Nope. Oh, there goes another tower section. How are we doing for the Starship engine swaps? I want to see how scuffed the engine installation looks. Okay, we got air. What is that? Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Great. I don't think we need the suborbital flaps. I reckon we would just go for the steel beams. We need them. We need them beams. So scrap all this. You know, I can just get rid of that and just redo it. I reckon. Wow, I'm smart. I didn't even think of that until now. Steel beams. Where are all the beams going? And then we're just gonna install ship 3 Raptor. Oh, I need to get more engines. Go next door and get more engines. Actually, can we have another Raptor engine storage? No? Oh, these require steel beams. Let me just get as many as we can and we can just get them back. What about the construction workers? I think oh yeah, I see. Yay, there we go. Actually no, we don't need the Raptors. Get rid of the Raptor ones. They are poo poo. Can't believe I'm saying that on my live stream. And then more Raptor 2s. Great. Also, if you guys are enjoying this live stream, feel free to give it a like and subscribe, since, you know, it'll be very helpful. Anyway, let's get beaming. Let's start creating more more tower corners. They require 5 steel beams, which that's why it was taking away all the power. Is this the 4th engine? No. Swap, remove. Remove. Nope, I think we're fine. We're fine. As long as the engine glitch isn't coming in, then we're fine. Because, yeah, about that engine glitch, there was a glitch in the game where it would have, like, a vacuum engine in the center, and it would be, like, very just, you know, not good looking. So, yeah. Anyway, how's everyone going, actually? Forgot to ask you guys about your day. Is it good or not really good? Hope it is good though. Actually, let's see how the tower progress is going. I was gonna have a few landing sites here. Cause it look cool. You look pretty cool. Yeah, boy. And then we're just gonna I reckon what we'll do is we'll just be lazy about this and just like concrete it all up. This actually gives this thing some access so we can let the builder people work and go through easily without having problems. Bam, another 2 tile sections on top. Nice, look at that. That looks quite cool so far. Beautiful. We're actually going to have fun with the test site now. So we need a static fire. We're going to need a few static fires. Maximum testing. Maximum testing, 0 safety. Please come again next time. Woke up at 6:30. It's very nice of you to do so. Also, not many people on the Twitch chat, I just realised, so that kind of sucks. Ooh, I reckon... You know what, let's just casually build like a fence around this for safety. In case of any Ship 36 anomalies. Ship 36 are like anomalies. Because, you know, that would not be fun. We don't want any starships going kabloom. Because, you know, we've seen this happen in real life and to New Glenn. On the launch site and at the test site. Okay, kaboom, and like the whole like... Yeah, it's bad. It no good. So one side's gonna have like the fuel and the other side's gonna have like all the storage parts. So just gonna have all the fuel over here. Then the LOX tanks sections being all placed down. And now my dad has arrived, so that's good. Then we gotta now get the nitrogen and oxygen tanks. Gotta get the vaporizers too. Then a lock. That's a lock, so not a water tank. Water tanks can fly! I actually remembered, right, that back in a day, back in like 2019, SpaceX actually launched and flew a water tank, which is called Starhopper, or as some of us know as Hoppy. Man, Hoppy was pretty cool back in the day. Did run on a Raptor 1 engine, which did work, actually, which was pretty good. It's pretty nice to see the thing fly.
What, we're gonna switch your battery?
And there we go. More more stuff happening at test sites. I reckon what we do need here is just can we have a static fire? Yeah, we got that. Suborbital. Must be okay. Landing pad, at least. No, we can't build that. What we actually can do here is we can put a mid bay. I'm kidding. We cannot put that there. I reckon we'll just keep filling it up with like fuel and all that. Just put more LOX tanks. Only four CH4s. And then just put like a road to this. Put some lighting. Yeah, let's put a work light. Because at night time, when I disable the game's like day-night cycle thing, it'll be better. Let's put a palm tree there, because why not? Wow, look at that. That's some really good progress. How are the towers? The two towers over here good? Lol, a mega. Put a megavator. It's Hopper, you absolute. It's Hopper, you absolute. Yeah, okay. Oh man, my game is lagging real hard. Nice. Oh, yes! We actually have one with chopsticks now. Look at the little sticks. Oh, we can actually catch the tower. Catch the booster. Now, I want to do a little bit of testing. Let's do for a launch and land. There we go, once we get another tower section out, which is pretty cool. Once they roll out another tower full stack section. I think it's, yeah, there we go. Tower 2 is getting built. There we go, peak. So what we're going to do is we're going to send down 3 starships to the test site. So ship 2, 3, and 4 are gonna go down to the test site. Maybe you're wondering why are you why not gonna take ship 1, because I wanted that to be on display. So it's gonna be at display at build site. There we go. And then booster 1 is gonna be displayed at test site. And then booster 2 is gonna be sent to the launch site. And along with booster 3, and then booster 4 is gonna be displayed at the launch site. So yeah, that's what we want. Oh man, it's lagging. It's so laggy. Maybe probably best if I lower down the quality of the game. Ah, much better. What are these reflections? Oh my. How about low? Ultra? Oh, I see what this is. Real-time reflections. Turn that off. And turn that off. There we go. Now we'll get more frames. Yeah, 2 towers we got over here. I wonder if the Starship launch fails. Will basically be called hitting the 2 towers. Or most of the test site actually, or launch site. And then things go kabloom. Kaboom, kabloom. And we got booster 7. Oh, my C can opened by accident. Oopsie. Oh, I actually like these reflections. I like how inaccurate they are, but like they're still good. So here we got the boosters over here. And I'm just going to install all of the engines and get them up. Which we don't have enough engines. Sad. But anyway, what happened to me, ocean? It's like someone drained the ocean. There we go, fixed. Strep just gets rid of the ocean. We'll have it at high at least, so it's not ultra. So here we got the boosters, the ships. Booster, ship 4 and 3 and 2. Imagine the booster ship 2, 3 and 6. That'll be insane progress. Great. Look at the progress so far at the Starbase. I'm gonna actually get more delivery platforms getting engines and steel beams. Just so like things can be easily built. So we're gonna have mostly Raptor 2s, the Raptor 2 engines. And then the steel beams, and then, yeah. Well, I think we're good with steel coils. I reckon we just get rid of these and then just leave it like that. But yeah, it's pretty good progress so far we got. We want to at least get like two launches, I reckon, is what we need. Does the booster have... engines. Oh, it does. Yay. Engines for those ones. F is for friends who like each other. Raptor engines are for boosters who fly together. Return to work bay. Oh no. Scrap vehicle. Oh no. Oh no. They got ship 1, booster 1. Is there like a decal on the booster? That'd be cool. Yeah, the booster has plenty of engines, so it's fine. For now. How are we doing for steel rings? I reckon what we'll do here is like we'll get rid of the like what's destroying our like supply chain, I guess, of the like the steel and all that, and then because we already built 2 towers, so that's enough. And we'll get rid of the large fabricator buildings, I reckon. So we're just gonna scrap everything, let's just say. And then continue building the other stuff, the steel rings, I reckon. And then we can actually extend our building progress of the storage ring yard. And actually put the Starship parts, the sections this time. So we're going to go booster forward, common, then aft sections, along with the ship parts. Oh, I'm putting the LOX tank there. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's do this now. Oh, is there... Oh, all the tank parts are on the move. Let's actually perform some static fires. So yeah, we're gonna go static fires for the ships. So we're gonna go static fire on you, static fire on you, and static fire again. Look at all the ice, the cryogenic fuel. How are we doing for audio? It's good. I think one of them's gonna blow up, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, static fire confirmed. Beautiful static fire so far. I'm just gonna see if I can... Sound effects. Oh yeah, there you go, you can hear it now. It's like... Yeah, that's how it's gonna go, I reckon. Then... Boom, there we go. Completed static fire. Now let's do the booster static fires. Booster 3. We can hop it to the ocean if we wanted to, but like... We don't want to, you know, we want these boosters for the Starship's launches. So now they're getting filled with cryogenic ice, cryogenic fuel, which is cool. She's gonna. Oh my god, the poor crane workers getting obliterated. There we go. They're all tested. Now let's roll booster 2 to stack. And booster 3 to stack. Let's wait for the SPMTs to grab them out. Yay. There they are. Just gonna go yoink. And just gonna leave with him. There we go, ships now making its way, or all the ships to making their way to the entire launch. I want everyone to count us down. We're gonna have double launch. I think it'll be appropriate doing that. There we go. I'll just go like that. There we go. Let's go booster 2 for IFT integrated flight test. And then we're gonna, there we go. Ooh, let's do that. So we got launching, so we're gonna launch it now and I'm gonna count down. Just gonna get rid of these notifications. There we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, and lift off. Wow. Nice. Up she goes, that full stack might. Beautiful. I guess we get as much on board as we can. Then we get separation of Starship. And then we're gonna, you know, stage separation. Whee! We're gonna actually catch both the boosters today. That's what we're gonna be doing. We're coming in through the clouds. I know what it's like with full graphics. Let me turn that on real quick. But it's a lot laggy. Go for tower catch. With the hot stage ring still on. Double catch is crazy work. Indeed. Here we go. Land and burn starts. Down to 3 Raptor engines. You see the booster now hovering above the tower for its both catches. And out of nowhere, booster caught. Tower horn like the laws forgot. Amaze. Now the ship's in orbit. Upper stage, past the blue. Vacuum raptor, sky so new. Trajectory, tight wide arc. Heading for orbit, leaving a mark. Crowd still watching, ship aglow. Starlight flash, engine chill flow, tiles glow. Starbase coming in. No, I'm kidding. Doing the Starship songs. Oi, oi, oi. He's catching up. Oh, we're in orbit. Wait, are we docking? Is this orbital refueling? Orbital refueling be like. Booster 10 if it was good. Yeah, HSR is still there. The hot stage ring, actually. We're just gonna wait for like another 5 minutes of this thing coasting in orbit. While, you know, that's going, we're just gonna continue with the booster. Let's just put this back at display on the build site. Build site display. So display it there at the build site. We have to wait for the SPMTs to get them and come back. Bro's hitting a freestyle. You're welcome. Actually, how are the ships doing? There, my 2 tanks rolling out. The ships are currently just in orbit now. We're coming past Saudi Arabia, it looks like. Nah, we'll be fine up here. As long as we're in orbit, we're fine. Let me sing you a song. We've got views from space, Starlink eyes, golden arcs cross silent skies, doors swing wide, payload shines, propellants demo, cross the lines, in orbit now, so clean, so proud, history drawn in engine gold. Telemetry strong, test all done. Now she falls, chased by the sun through upper air. The fire winds, re-entry, heat on perfect lines. But spin gets wild, the roll won't stay. Control lost, she fades away. Fades away. To the max, Q we're rising high. Hot stage firing splits the sky. Ship 28 on a solo flight through plasma arcs in morning limelight. She failed too fast, but hear the sound. We're not done till boots hit ground. To the max beacon. Oi! Holy ship! Okay, we're gonna do re-entry now. We'll go for re-entry. Oh, they're using all block 1 flaps. Disgusting! It's still gliding. I think you can see start to see the heat. Great. Wait, imagine having an astronaut go on spacewalk during re-entry to fix a heat tile on Starship. Mark my words, that's gonna happen in 2035. Like, 9 years from now. But, anyway, here we go. I think we can, well, when it comes to the point we can see the heat shield start to glow a bit. If only. About ship 2. Like, see that you can see ship 3. Oh, we're on re-entry. Oh, where am I? We're on atmospheric entry now, so that's good. And we can see double landing burn after this. This gives me Flight 3 vibes with the ships currently entering the atmosphere. Oh. Why is that one slowing down? Why are we slowing down? Whee! I mean, we launched at the same time, so yeah, it would make sense. It's gone. Our landing site, we are now just under 30 kilometers of atmosphere, so we're just passing through. Mark 2 now. There we go. Oh, we're coming in. We can see Starship now making its way through the atmosphere. We can see that landing burn happen. See the flaps actuating as we move. And now we are just 6 kilometers down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 kilometer. Landing burn start. Starship now heading for the landing site. Oh, we can see it coming down through the plume. Engine 1 and 2, 1's out. And then splashdown confirmed. In the middle of the ocean. Wow. Bravo, boss. Bravo, boss. We landed. Alright. That was actually kind of cool. Let me just, save this. Let's call it Yeg. Then we're gonna play. I reckon we'll play Kerbal Space Program now that we're at it. Then we can have some fun. Now, I did try to get Pekka's Starship working, but since, it's realism overhaul and all that, I had to, have fun around with the game. I had to fumble around with it. Oh, and Orbital Launch Integrated Tower 3's chopsticks got lowered back down to the bottom of Pad 2 and Boosted Transport Stand has moved away. In addition to that, the launch site to production site, the road delay has disappeared from the city website. Oh yeah. Nice. And also, you're seeing a black screen at the moment. That's because I put that there. And I need to wait for my game to load. So you'll just hear my beautiful voice. Anyway, you can see the Blue Aerospace loading software thing I got. Which, by the way, is pretty cool. I made that by myself. Anyway, as I was saying, right, we're going to get Kerbal Space Program up and running. Hopefully on 2 legs. So, yeah. Then we're gonna, fumble around and have some fun with the launch site after it's done. On Starbase. Yep, there you go, my KSP is up. We got a few warnings, but who cares? It's probably 1,000 or so, errors. Oh, there's one error. That's bad. But it's alright. I think it's just for the coolant mod that adds a cooling. But it's fine. Yeah, it's a system heat boil off cryo tanks system heat. Yeah, it's very annoying to deal with. That's the best I could put it. Oh, look at that! It's a beautiful sight to see. You can see the DVD thing bouncing around. I kind of find that mod kind of cute, so I just added it anyway. So yeah, this is my KSP loading screens I get. Yeah. Actually, let's see what's happening in my Discord server at the moment. You can, by the way, you can join my live streams if you click on my YouTube channel. I am streaming only on Sundays. However, my with my work and all that, I've obviously shifted my my work. But yeah. So yeah, we're on a Saturday this time, not a Sunday. Normally we'd be on Sunday, but we're on Saturday, so it kind of makes sense. So yeah, that's good. I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'll just mute my microphone. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm done. I'm just gonna turn down the live stream quality on YouTube so I can load my game better. 1080p auto. Yeah, advanced video stats. No, I don't want that. Closed captions, disable that. Let's see if my game loads, which it is. Might actually play Starbase Sim after this, actually. Then switch to another game, and then we play Planet Crafter, then Astroneer. 2,000 years later. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering how my microphone sounds really good right now, it's because I literally have a new microphone I got last year for Christmas. So yeah, because recently before I would use the headphone microphone on the headset. That was alright, but just it was a bit, I don't want, because I'd have to mute it every time. I have to go out into OBS and then mute it there. Whereas with this one, right, the new one that I got, I can actually show you, right, it's on my live stream on my camera. Looks like you had a bad combo of mods. Might work. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so I'll show you, right, on my microphone. It's like a thing where you can basically see the little button on it. Actually, what am I doing? I should get my camera capture out. So I'll show you, right, so over here there's like a mute button here. So if you mute it, right, if you press it, it turns red. Now you can hear me now, so that's what it does really. It's pretty cool. It's what I got for my Christmas. So yeah. Now you can't see my face, lol. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, anyway, back to my game. Let's get this. And now it's dropped down to 1. Whoopsie. Now, what should I do in Kerbal Space Program today? Because I want to do something different. In the game, I'll be mostly fumbling around with Starship. But I want to do something different. I want to... Firstly, look at that nice skybox. Let's see what planets there is. There's Hades, which is a brown dwarf. I have the mods I have for the planet packs. So I have Cosmic Serenity, which adds this planet, or should I say dwarf planet, or dwarf planet? No, brown dwarf. Sorry, that's the word. I have Cosmic Serenity, which adds worlds like these. Which by the way have some really nice, like, you know, graphic visual. What are all these moons? So we got Sealoose. Oh, look at that. It's cracked on top. Or is that the Aurora? Yes, Aurora. Oh, it's a wormhole. Wormhole! Whoa. So anyway, basically I have Promised Worlds and Cosmic Serenity installed. Promised Worlds adds the possible KSP2 star systems, which is Toon and Deb. When it says Toon, I'm always like Toon, Sahur. But kidding, that's brain rot. So anyway, Toon, the star system, actually has some pretty cool stars. Planets, sorry. It's one which has Rask and Rusk. They all revolve around each other. This little bowl thing, I don't know why that's there, but okay. So there's Rask. It's quite damaged because the like tidal friction and all that. What is I know there's... Let me switch to... Wow, look at that. Look at the glow. Anyway. So there's Rask and Rusk. Then there's Puff, which is a habitable planet, it looks like. I presume it's going to be cold or somewhat hot there. But, there's Big Eyeball Lake thing. Bro, that thing is 100 kilometers deep. That lake. Which indicates that a long time ago that something hit this planet really hard. So hard that it caused this big hole to be in the planet. Which is quite scary if you think about it, but quite cool. Then we got another wormhole. Then we got Glumo. Wait, let it load. Let it load! This one's on an angle. How the heck does one get this thing on an angle? It's weird. Glumo looks to be on a... Is that a 70-degree angle? Because I know 90-degree angle's like flat, and then 70-degree angle? I'm not sure. I'll have to get a planetary scientist here to do the stuff. Then this has a shepherd moon called Nodge. And then its bigger moon, Mirable, which looks like it has lakes. Orbital data. Okay. Actually, let's use our little orbital thing. So you can actually see here. Oh, draw spheres, align spheres. No, I need reset all this. Force restart. It's like this mod. But anyway, what it does is it'll basically give you the like sphere of influence, like let's just say the gravity zone. And this is Glumose. It's quite big actually. Wait, does it affect with Puff? It shouldn't, but okay. Oh, I want to go back to Toon. Oh, it's a bit glitchy. And there's Anubis, which is a pulsar. I'm gonna get rid of this blinding thing. Sorry about that. So look at that, it's a pulsar. It's like shooting like a full-on laser into space. But it also spins really quick and it's very bright. See it spinning? Then the first planet is Neath, which is what looks like it took a bit of a beating on the way. Then we got Sobek, which is loading. Oh, it has Aurora Borealis, that's beautiful. And a ring system. And a moon, which is called Ra. Quite chunky. There's Unk. With its wormhole counterpart. Then we got another wormhole. Then in very center, another one. For Atlas, which is Atlas A Majoris. Then there's B. This is broken, but okay. And there's the object, which is this thing. And there's Atlas B. Oh, this is pretty cool. Wait for it to load out a bit. Look at this, look at that, look at that, see that trail thing that's burning off? It has a Petrova line. Dude, that's cool, that's a Petrova line. I'm kidding, it's actually Icarus. Which is a, what looks to be like a gas giant? It is. So just like, there's one called Wasp 12B, I think. I know it's called Wasp, but it's like egg shaped and it's like getting pulled apart and stuff. So you can see that big burning trail. Then there's Erebus, which is, wow, a planet, a Venus-like planet. It's literally Venus because you can tell by like the, the type of clouds it got. Then another wormhole. Then we got Poseidon, which is this it's iron-rich planet. It's weird. I know there's one that has like full on tar lakes. Then we go back to the sun. Yeah, then yeah, it's a cool star system. Cool few star systems as we speak. And then the birds. The annoyingly loud birds. Ah! Here comes the sun. I'm kidding. Let's I reckon we should build a space station. Like an actual functionable space station in orbit around a Kerbin. So we need a station core. I'm not entirely sure if our space station should be like big or small. Or both. Habs. What is this? It's a vertical one. Horizontal. Oh, we have a greenhouse. So we can have like plants and all that. By the way, this is our 91st stream we have so far of this like. So I've been keeping track of our live streams, and when we get to it, right, I'll actually, on my 100th live stream, when I get there, I'll actually get a guest to join in. So that'd be cool. But I won't tell you guys who it is, but you'll have to find out. No, I just need to find a some parts. There we go. Up here, which is this thing. You know what? I think we're gonna start off with the big space station, but it has to be big. You know what? Scrap it. We're gonna go small. Wants to be little tiny space station. And also when I'm doing this, I'm gonna turn the roll, pitch, and yaw torque to max as I can go. And also with this and all, we want to I want this to be like the main station core. And I actually have an idea of how it's gonna look like. So we just need to give it like some panels and some. So this thing needs to be controlled by a probe. And we need some utility. So like that, I reckon. We're gonna basically attach an airlock and all that to it, which is gonna be fun. And we need a not a cone. We want a one of those like block things. You'll know what I'm talking about when we get there. This thing. We can set this to 5-way. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. So yeah, this is where we're gonna put our thingy. Very descriptive wording, by the way, I'm using. Calling everything thingy. But no, we are gonna, on one side we're gonna put like the probe core. Just so it works better. And we're just gonna tilt it 90 degrees so it looks like this. Then yeah, after this we're just gonna have a little bit of fun, get this thing into orbit on a little rocket. So yeah, we're gonna need a rocket design, I reckon. So I want this to be like a space station that can, propel itself actually. A propelled space station, let's just say. Or as some of us would like to use, for the terms that we would like to use, called an interplanetary spaceship. There we go, get that strapped on top. So that's how I want it to go, is I want it to have like a, I want it to be going to different places. So yeah, great, let's do this. So we need docking ports, that's what we mainly need. And then I'm just gonna add some more little, if I can find it, of course. I need the pressurized sections. Also here I can put down like the fuel, and we can have the RCS engine blocks. Even a little grappler. Little grapple thing. That's cool. Okay, docking ports. We're always going to be using this docking port. And then at this part here, we're going to basically have like an adapter for it. So we can stick little one I just need to find another adapter for this, like a pressurized one at least. Can you please give me a pressurized adapter? Why is this very narrow? Oh, this could work. Because I have the tweak scale sizing mod. And then over here, we're gonna need an antenna. There we go. So it's gonna just get that like that. No, I should move that back before like that. There we go. So we're just gonna have one antenna, really. This is for the probe core to give control. And how do I know this? Because I have almost 5 years experience of playing KSP. Oh, relay antenna feed. We could use that. Now we need the fuel. Monopropellant fuel we need. So we're gonna stick that to the side. And also because this is like slightly off center as well with the center of mass. But it should be fine. Then we need the little thrusters. I need the little ones, not the big ones. Like these little guys. So I can make docking a lot more easier. There we go, that's the first ever station to go into orbit. It won't be crewed, unfortunately, because that's, you know, what we need to do. Is it needs to be uncrewed. Let's actually stick some batteries on top. So it still has power. I'm not the best at building like rockets, but I can try. There we go, much better. I think it's better looking now. Now we've got the protective shell. Let's get building. And then oh, down like that, and then like there we go. I'm gonna set the ejection force to like high, so it just flings off, you know, once we separate it, and you know. I reckon we're gonna go for like a short staged rocket thingy. Yet again, very descriptive words. I don't want to get like a massive launch vehicle. Just put Starhopper there. It could work. Keyword is could. Not might, not will, just could. And as for the engines, we have to think of some good engines that we need. Actually, let's use the ones from Mika. These engines here. I think these are the Hydrolox one, the liquid fuel ones. The liquid hydrogen ones. What is this thing? What is this? What is this stage separation thing? So this thing has like 9 engines for like the upper stage. Bro, we have to get into orbit with this thing. Like I said, I'm not good at building rockets, but I try my best. Not what I want. Oh, this thing doesn't have the connector. No, it'll be fine. I just have to push it down. And I'll use a bigger fairing so I can create like an interstage. And I just have to basically get rid of the staging of this thing. This is obviously a 3.5 meter part. There we go, look at that, it's much better now. Now I need a powerful, like, first stage that'll get things into orbit quicker. Let's get vector engines. Haven't used vector engines in a long time. Oh yeah, that'll launch. That thing's so gonna launch. This thing might launch if it doesn't go kaboom. What do you know? This fairings, of course, is going to be black. Black fairing. There we go. Good launch so far. Wonder what MechJeb Ascent Guidance does. Just this. There we go. We got into a good gravity turn. Now I just have to do the whole like get into orbit bit. Boom, there goes the fairing. How's our battery and do all that doing? Getting direct sunlight? And then the antenna. Extend the antenna. Let's get a bit of coverage. Re-entry in 9 minutes. Now extending to 10 minutes. There we go. Good orbital insertion. I'm gonna go for a high orbit this time. Just gonna enable cooling. There's time warp 2 here. Oh, these engines provide actual electricity. I didn't realize that. It's quite cool. And then of course we'll get this thing into orbit. and then cut off.
What are you going to do to get that door to open for the fuel gauge?
And then there we go, we're in orbit now.
Yeah, but wait. Okay.
Now, let's actually rename the vessel. So I'm just gonna go Command, Control from...
What are you going to do? Lock it, then unlock it again?
No, control point is forward. Reverse, there we go, now we're in orbit. And then rename vessel to a space station. So just go space station. Great. Look at that, we're in orbit now. We're in orbit to stay. Hello, Brun. Hello. Hello, Pun. Is that Pun or Pun? Or Pan, like in the moon of Saturn? Either or, I'm building a space station. Alright. Oh, he's spamming the like button. So yeah, this is where we put our space station, or our core of the space station. Of course we will upgrade the space station so it looks a bit better. So it's just been sitting in orbit ever since we launched it just then. And then after that we're going to be launching another part of the space station orbit. Can you pronounce me everything? Everything. Like that? I'm not sure. And also the dog couple of houses away is barking like mad and it's driving me insane. Yeah, boy. I'm also live on Twitch, by the way, so that's pretty cool. Now I want to get another piece of a space station into orbit. Wharf. No, quay. The quay part. And then here I'm gonna try and actually, manually dock them. Spam bots. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What's your opinion about bots in my server? Oh, annoying. I had to install this like... Now someone is now sending me something that I don't like. It ain't good. So I'm just gonna give them a block and, just kick them from the server. Just gonna go ban, other, yeg. There we go. Banned. Block spam. Yeah, because I don't want to get my account hacked. Gotta be smart about things out there. Just like imposters. Yes, you're not wrong there, you're not wrong. Anyway, as I was saying, we have to get a bigger area for this thing. For Kerbals to live on. Wait, what about this thing? Wait, is this thing passable? Like, can you pass through it? Which parts are free IVA allowed? So you can go through them. Great. Awesome. Or we can get a lab. But I don't want to get that yet, just yet. So yeah, we're gonna... trying to think of what to add. I want to start adding like some solar panel wings to this thing. So I think the first part we'll get here is we'll just get like everything built and then we'll focus on power the next. Like electrical power. Ooh, a ladder. Deployable staircase. No, that's planetary. I want in space. I'm not sure if there is a door on this thing. Probably isn't. Don't kick him. He's my friend, but we can talk on stream. Oh, I thought it was a spammer. I'm so sorry. Oopsie. But yeah, I did kick him because, you know, we're your biggest fans. Yeah, I'll deal with that after stream. But as of now, we have a station to fix and build. Now I got to get the fuel tanks. The tank for it. These little bolt tanks. Just like that, there we go. Yeah, okay, done. Anyway, where was I? Building the station. I need to add the RCS thruster blocks. But the little ones. The little baby ones. Along with better antenna communication as well. It's a bit too big, but okay. This might do. Also, I want to add some more like static solar panels to this thing. So we get some power, at least. We get just enough power that gets us going. And some more batteries, because we've been relying on batteries a lot in this game. So yeah, let's do that. So I need more of these. More? Actually, I can I'll put this solar panel here, and then I'll put a regular solar panel, the one that opens out. And this would be like a 6x1, so it opens out like this. Anyway, let's build a rocket for this guy and then send him into space. And by sending him to space, I mean getting a hot stage ring. I'm kidding. Ugh, what is this? The P.E.K.K.A hot stage ring. Then yeah, I just have to build like a huge clamshell thing. There we go. To me, this creepy looking spaceship. I reckon we should use the Rhino engine. I haven't used that engine in a while. Literally, it's this engine. I think there's like an engine in real life that copies this engine. But I haven't, had fun. I haven't had like any fun tinkering around with this engine in like a while. I remember a long time ago in the original KSP, I would, like in the unmodded one, the stock one on the PlayStation, I would have that engine and then strap like 10 of those on like my biggest rockets I've ever made. Like the biggest behemoths I've made. And let's say it would fail, like real hard. Yeah, anyway. That happened. Is there any larger solid boosters? There's a big Clydesdale one we can use. Let's just get the big Clydesdale one. That thing has some serious thrust. But also has a gimbal range on this thing. I'm surprised how the solid boosters have gimbal range, since it's like a solid burning firework. You know what, I have an idea. Let's build some things. Let's give this thing some wings. the little wings on this thing. There we go. I want this thing to be like a ballistic rocket. And we're going to make this thing meet up with the main mothership in orbit. So let's launch. 3, 2, bang. There we go. Oh, we have Kerbals on board. I didn't realize that. No, that's fine. That'll be fine. Then separation and ignition. So this engine's really efficient. So we're just gonna meet up with the mothership. Where are you? There you are. I didn't realize it was liquid fuel. Uh-oh. It would be fine, I'm sure. I'm just gonna like, you know, just get it there. Making my way downtown to the ship. I wanna dock it here. Oh, oh, Jesus, there it goes. There goes the other stage. Just gonna line myself up. Okay, so I need to line up myself to the target. And I reckon we'll just line it up like that. And then boom, there we go, docking time. And we can deploy the panels. There we go. Got peak over here. Absolute peak. This is the EVA hatch. No, that's the EVA hatch. Yeah, there we go. There's a docking port one. There we go. I think that's a good start for the station. Now we will have to bring up the Kerbals back down, so yeah. Also, what's pretty cool, right, is if I launch a rocket, right, and then like get like a capsule up to bring the Kerbals home, I can literally, right, what's funny about it is I can literally get them like to spin the ship around the whole station, and it'll generate its own gravitational force thing, which literally pushes them back a bit, which is pretty cool. Gives them a bit of standing space. But from now on, I'm gonna mute the microphone and I'm gonna go to the toilet, so I'll be right back. Won't be too long. Okay, I'm back again. Just had to do some stuff. So yeah, switching to my better microphone here on my onboard mic. So we just have to get our Kerbals home. Yeah, so there we go. We just gotta get a rescue capsule just in case. Not sure. This is really weird having like a crew like thing in a. It's just weird having another capsule and then another probe core. What I need to do is I need to lock in. Yeah. And this will be like our re-entry like thing, our re-entry capsule that we get, and then yeah. Also, always make sure to bring the heat shield along with us. We're definitely gonna need that. So let's go. Let's go with an Artemis style Orion sort of thing. We can already gimbal without the RCS engines because we have this thing called a reaction wheel. And we'll use the Poodle engine because Poodle engine is actually good because it has power and efficiency. Well, this thing has solar panels too that we might need. Might get the circular solar panels. I'm surprised these solar panels might provide more power onto the station than it originally has. So we're just gonna go with the little docking ports again. And we have to disable the control ones on board. Yeah, that's what we have to do now. There we go, making our way to the station. Whoop, coming around. Now come towards the other part, the station module. Let's just turn on the alignment, the docking port alignment. And we can just go in for docking like that. We're a bit misaligned, but it works. So just bounce in and then lock in. Whoop, come on. Should be docked. Which we are. So if we spin up the ship, and we get literally pulled back with down, and we can go through the hatch to this side. We could spin it, but it's like a bit misaligned with the thing. We just have to get the crew of out basically. So we're gonna do now. We can just transfer them to here. Transfer crew. Because we can't directly like get them to transfer through, because there's a capsule thing in a way. Is he in here? Yeah, he's in there, so just put him in there. And then we can undock. And then we can just go for separation. Or we can put this thing on re-entry, that'd be cool. There we go, stage separation. And look at that. Wow, look at that, we're coming in hot. See the plasma now coming in. And then we'll deploy the parachutes. There we go, beautiful recovery. Amaze. There we go, back to my old mic. So yeah. There we go, gonna splash down. Beautiful. Great recovery. We brought our crew back. Let's actually do some solar panel work. So we need to do over here now is we gotta get more modules up and running. Since we have 2 modules up already docked, so we gotta get a 3rd one. Well, let's actually have this one like truss like gridded. So yeah, it looks like we got great communication recovered. Yeah, we recovered. Thank you, Space Vulture, for pointing that out. Over here we are going to put another one of these things, the probes. And then yeah, then one of them is also this one's gonna be like have its own like big solar panel that extends. Maybe a radiator actually. Let's have a radiator panel. just so I can cool down the whole station. Ooh, it gets hot. It turns red. Actually, I only have 2 of these. So it gets cool. That's how you stop the heating problems. And I'll just like add more solar panels while we're at it. Some more like
Dad?
static ones.
Wait,
Ooh,
no,
what
like,
is
so
that
like some
symbol?
sand stuff down.
There you go, that's like panels like these. There we go, we got some power going. We're gonna have some more power storage coming through, so we're gonna have some rechargeable batteries, which are very handy. It's a very intriguing shape, but okay. We need a cupola module. A cupola module so you can observe. The truss structure I've added over here is to prevent like strikes, I guess. It doesn't really cover much, but it covers the meteorite strikes if there are any in space. Let's add an airlock this time, because out of all the modules, our one doesn't not have an airlock. So it needs an airlock if we want to go out on a spacewalk. And then more docking ports. Going over here. And then another docking port on the bottom. It's just going to allow more workspace to work in. We're going to adapt to a bigger lab. We want a big lab. So we need a adapter. Something like this, I reckon, would do. So if we have some lab, we can do some science stuff. Which we all love science, don't you guys reckon? We all love it. There's another door as well, so that's cool. We're going to add more solar power to this thing as well. We can add a wind turbine. Don't think that'll be any useful in space. A curved solar panel. It's a weird looking panel. Oh, look at this big electric one. Nice. I think this will actually fit. This will actually fit the look of what I want to go like. And I reckon we can upgrade to the bigger thrusters, because this is already like big and heavy.
Are you gonna contact Frank tomorrow? No.
Anyway, let's do this.
You know that time bell?
Mine are talking in the background. It's just my brother talking to his dad about his car. That's about it, really.
We just never got to it.
So this thing has some active cooling over here, which is pretty cool. And we can actually have some more communication going through.
Yeah, the tensioners. Yeah.
Let's add another one of these communitron things. Are they communitron? Yeah, relay antennas. The reason why I'm adding like 1 or 2 is so that in case one of them dies out, we at least have a backup. So that's good. You can add another radiator, like a self one, a static one that sits over here. Oh, look! I like how it heats up. I find that pretty cool when the radiator like heats up and stuff to cool down the whole thing. It's kind of cool. Anyone contacted me already? Not yet, which is good. The thing. What do you mean the thing? Thing could be anything. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, look, this thing is mislined up.
That was $15 exhaust thing, wasn't it?
$26.
Yeah.
Default reversed.
Battery
That's fine. We can just put it up in orbit
Oh,
and
yeah. Gotcha.
let the main station dock to it. Where is that station? There it is. Shouldn't I dock to it like that way? Oh, this has weird docking thing. Oh well. How about we get this thing down to 10 meters? Then we just line it up. There we go, come on, just a bit.
What's that battery thing called again?
Very difficult docking over here I have to do with. Because the whole like staging and all that is like messed up. There we go, fixed. Lined up. Now watch this, deploying solar panel. There goes one. There goes two. Actually, we have this thing on SAS mode. Smart ass. See, look at that. It's disable sun tracking. You spin me. Playing Juno right now with this background, and it's 3 in the morning. Peak Saturday activities. What's up? What's up, Hal? Again? You're back? Yeah, are you back in class? Nice. This is my space station progress. What should we call this? We should call it Yank Station 236. Just something funny. Which it is. Reaching one. Playing runways. Oh, okay. Sounds fun. I think we're fixed with our space station at the moment. I reckon what we should do is we should now switch to another game. So we switch to another game and then, yeah. Let's play when the views will just go down to 0. That docking was interesting. Yeah, I know it was quite hard to deal with, but I did it. Anyway, let's... Oh yeah, by the way, want to see my background? I'll just display capture this thing. This thing, see, look at this. So I'm just gonna go, whoop. Look at that background. It's pretty cool. It's a ship 24 on re-entry. Some brilliant graphics there. So that was pretty wild. Most of the time in KSP, since I'm more a sort of a Starship guy, and it ends up suborbital. Yeah, it's my background. And speaking of background, you need the background music. That's a pretty cool Starship imagery though. Let's continue with our save. So there's our little base thing, and also what are these? They look like strange objects. Also, there's a big nuclear reactor outside my base, which is funny in this game. So this game's name is called Planet Crafter, in case you haven't heard of it. It's a good game. I need water. Where's the water? Space food. Yummy! I am 36% into terrain. So this game is basically you have to terraform this planet as much as you possibly can. And basically the game just says good luck. So, you know, it's a bit Sucks. Now I did install one mod in this game that allows me to like zoom in a bit, so you can look. Ooh, a microchip. That's a useless microchip, so it'll be fine. I'm gonna go exploring in this game. So I'm gonna go exploring into this cave. Who knows what kind of stuff we'll see in there? So it's a big ass cave we got in here. There's a few caves in this game, which is pretty cool. I've actually think I've been through this entire area before, but like, you know, it's another time. So there's aluminum in this game, in this cave, sorry. That's magnesium. Aluminum is like more like the see-through stuff, let's just say. So there's a very interesting game. So yeah, let me just properties to my desktop, there we go. So you can hear whatever this is, what's in the game. The music's good, I reckon, in this game. There's like some good songs, some soundtracks in this game. If you mash F4, it's basically like your unstuck button. Okay, so yeah, if you mash F4, it's like your unstuck button, so that's how you don't, you know, get stuck. So we want to get as much of the iridium in this farm. So this red metal stuff is iridium. So it's used to make heaters. Ah! Fell down. Looking like the nether. I know, it's kind of scary from time to time. Oh, look, aluminum. So yeah, this game came out like in 2022, so you know, pretty good. So this is the type of game I'd play when I was in quarantine in isolation back then. So I was basically grinding this game when I was bored. Oh, oxygen's running low, but luckily we have some oxygen pills. Just gives us more air if we need any. But I can pause the game and then my oxygen just stays there. But what's creepy in this game is there's like another biome. It's like all like acid. And instead of this, it's like all green and like scary looking. Ooh, is anything... Oh yes, I remember something. There's a little chest. Hey, there we go. I will pop another one of these oxygen things so I can deconstruct this. Because it gives me aluminum and a super alloy. So we basically came here for what we want, so yeah, fine. So we have all this aluminum. A worm. So we got some iridium rods. And some uranium. And we got this golden FOG, which is cool.
Conor McGregor's fighting tomorrow.
Alrighty, let's see what we're just gonna play a bit of this game, and then I wanna like play another game after this real quick. Also, look over there, right? You see that like crashed spaceship over there? We're gonna go there, and then we're gonna like, you know, see what's over there. It's a bit scary, let's say, when it's like when you're inside the abandoned ship, because there's no lights. There's like it's unpredictable basically. So this will be like Five Nights at Freddy's, but like you know, on another planet. Look at all these planets around here. These like moons. It's like Arid in the old Astroneer. Ooh, we got a biodome. Nice. Biodome is basically what gives us more like oxygen power. But yeah, there's a few reasons why I love this game, because it's actually educational and also has some great graphics. And also some funny as like exploits that you can get away with in the game, which I like. And also the music, it's pretty good. But it's not as good as Kerbal Space Program 2's like soundtrack. Man, they actually cooked on the music. So I'm just gonna jump in here and then just go for a little explore. It's over here. Or down here, or over here. We can get rid of these beams. There's a lot of iron there. A lot of iron. Oh, what's that tree? That's a seed. Spacesuit. Compto. What does that do? We have a spacesuit that we can try. Some eggplants there. I'll take that off and put that on. There we go. Oh yes, 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 absolute peak. Some mushrooms here and some fabric. Now what? It's just all eggplant seeds. Cool. Now that we have explored that area, let's go to this area. I have to get rid of the iron because it's basically useless. With a little door over here. So yeah, basically iron is practically useless. Ooh, Lerma, Neela, seeds. Nice. Let's go back to base, because we can do that. We can create another nuclear reactor if I wanted to. That's if only I wanted to. But that requires, it requires uranium, which I rarely have. So yeah, we have some uranium, but not enough. So we're just gonna turn all this into like the rods so we can store more stuff. And we need to get some water. Get myself a bottle of water. You know what I can make? Or can I make it though? No, I can't make the water thing. The thing that creates the water. Also, this planet does sound like it's burping a bit. It's kind of silly. Think about it. Yeah, I got so much uranium. Things are about to get wild. So once I pass the rain stage, I can basically create a water collector, and then I'll collect rainwater, and then I can drink that water, so I don't die in space. Well, die on this planet, but you get the idea. Well, see that biome over there? Those little mountain things? Those are actually aluminum, so that's the aluminum biome we got over there. And how do I know this? Because I've been playing this game for about 4 years now. There are some good like updates I liked in this game. One of them was probably the lore update, which added a ton of lore. But I'm gonna let you figure that yourself, because you know I'm not gonna spoil it all. Or over here, I reckon I'm gonna make make one of those like biodomes. How much for a biodome does it cost to make? It would cost aluminum, super alloy, a lerma seed, if I can find one, and titanium. You got titanium. Now I just need to get some cobalt. I reckon I need cobalt, and then if I go back into that little area, I can basically find what I need. So I'm gonna take all the seeds I find, because these seeds are useful. So they're like really good. Anyway, how's everyone else holding over here? How's everyone else doing? You guys fine, meh, or just bored? Probably because there's like only one person watching, and that's me. But it's fine. Now thinking about it, yeah, this game needs like corridors. So in that way you can like you don't have to build like 20 little like 20 little things. You just build one big long thing, and then it'll just do it for you, make it easier. Also, there's a nuclear reactor in this room, like a nuclear generator. So if I go in this room over here, the right turn room, looking ahead of us, you can see there's a few stuff we need. We need the lemma seeds, that's all we need. Hey, an atmospheric water collector, amaze. What does a Tusker seed do? And a Neela seed. Useless. Don't need those. Ah, let me through. Ah. Squash. I got squash seeds. I was expecting a rocket engine. A full-on rocket engine. Okay, yeah, so this is the nuclear reactor. There we go, I'm just going to take these. I do need the bioplastic nuggets, because those will come very handy later on. What's in this? What's in this? No, not that room. Oh, a flower pot. How cute. Oh, I can't build... Actually, you know what? I could probably adapt this. There we go. Adapt it that way. And along with the blueprints, I can unlock more stuff. So I got mapping, area lamp, and a shredding machine. A maze. That's cool. So let's take all these out and then I just, you know, move them around. I will have to migrate to the top a bit. I'm doing this so then that way I can basically utilize the space perfectly. Because I'm smart and I totally know what exactly know what I'm doing. Oh, it's a third person view. Oh, this is absolute cinema. So we can put that in there and there. Got the torch. Whee! It's my look, this is me. Hello. It's actually pretty cool. Hey, let me show you something funny. With the enable earning ideal animations. Controls. Target frame rate. Maximum. Controls. Watch this. Hello. Hello, welcome. Yay! Dance. Sitting like that, there we go. The dab. Oh, this resets the music. There we go. So basically that basically gets rid of the ability to, yeah. It's pretty cool though. So that's what it basically did, which is pretty nice. So we have a biodome now, so that's cool. So what do we have? We have. Let's get some. I think we can get the. Let's get the water extractor. We can extract all the water. So we need that with aluminum. What else is also needed? Nope, don't need that. I need iron. And then magnesium. Is that true? Yeah, magnesium and 2 cobalts. Cobalt is easy to spot because you can just see it there. It's like blue. It's like so blue. Like you can see it right over there. Where I'm currently running to. Like this stuff here. You can just suck it up. So it's pretty cool though. And I'm gonna put this sucker out over here to collect the rainwater. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. So yeah, it's a really cool Mars planet that we're basically stuck on. So we unlocked rain, now we're going to liquid water. And when it's liquid water, I think we can get, when it's liquid water, I believe we can get, lakes. And I create 2 more generators, these things. And I create 2 more heaters, sorry, just gonna put that one there. So we can up our heating. Not sure how the pressure's doing, but okay. Or oxygen. Oh, we can get a tier 4 heater. I think we can go outside. But we want to unlock the... Do I have a tier 4 backpack? Tier 3. Yeah. Tier 4 backpack. Oh, let's make that right now. So now I need 3 of these. And what else do I need? And a titanium. If I'm not wrong, right, making this out of titanium is gonna make this heavy. Hey, more backpack space. Let's upgrade to tier 4, so we need a cobalt. And then the more of the good stuff. And then that way I can get more oxygen. And we get a jetpack. Ooh, look at that. We're in heaven now. Now I need to make 2 engines. Ooh. I need to get iridium. Now it is raining in the game. And now I need water. Luckily there's a whole rain outside. So I'm gonna go to our iridium cave and then we can make 2 jetpacks. So yeah, we need all that iridium so we can turn it into, well, iridium rods, and then we can use that along with the super alloy and the 2 of those uraniums. Bouncy, bouncy. Gotta get all that woomawum. Not sure why I'm calling it aluminum, but alright. I actually like the 3rd person view, it's quite nice. It's like going Easter egg hunting in this game. Ah. Also, my oxygen is getting much harder to, you know. So I need to try to get as much iridium as I can hold, so we don't have to go back to this cave again. Back to this instant regret cave. There we go. More iridium. And then I can just, you know, just teleport back to base. Which is cool. Oh, I'm just shy of 1. No. It's fine. And I can make, I just need titanium now. That way I can make a jetpack. Now watch this. I can fly! Jetpack is cool. I reckon we made some pretty good progress in this game. So now we are going to basically quit the game, and then we're going to be going into another game. Oh, which by the way is just KSP2 Redux, I think. Actually, no, let's do Starbase Sim. I haven't played that game in a while. Starbase Simulator. Alright, let's just open up the game and load up into the main area, and then I can just toggle I can turn on the screen so you guys can see. And it's very laggy. Come on. My game is taking too damn long to load. It is annoying. So I need to get another game capture to do this thing. No, it's working. It just takes its sweet time. So yeah, it's basically Starbase here. I need to fix my graphics setting. Wow, look at that. Looks nice. Or not. Auto exposure just lights things up. Got some simple clouds. Very cloudy. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. I'm just going to turn off the clouds because it's, it can be a bit annoying sometimes. But look at that, we've got the booster. Some nice, beautiful launch weather. Let's actually clamp everything up. We're gonna just open up the arms and then raise them up. And hopefully not destroy the entire booster on catch. Then we'll do tower venting. There we go, ship venting is underway. And there we go, let's just go for launch. Okay, 3, 2, 1, launch. Beautiful launch so far. To the max Q, Starship flying through. Beautiful launch so far. Great launch of booster and ship. Avionics power and telemetry nominal. Just gonna turn the vehicle now and do our roll. Look at that plume though. And we just put full thrust on this thing as it keeps going up. Oh, we got a few engine outs on the booster, but it's fine. And it will just, just go back to separation mode. We'll separate the booster from the ship. So we're gonna go like, literally just gonna separate it like that and then get booster engine cut off. There you go, stage separation. And then yeah, I'm just gonna leave it on like 30% thrust. How's the ship doing? Ship's going. Wow, nice. Nice views of ship. Booster now doing its thing. Just gonna, separate the hot stage ring now. Up, down she goes. Oh, come on. It's a weird way to go for landing. Landing mode start. Oh, enemy just exploded. Upper stage, past the blue. Vacuum Raptor, Scass on you. I'm kidding. Ship is looking good so far. Ship's in space, so that's good. Wow, 3 hours into stream already. And then we're just gonna shut down the down to gimbal ones. There we go. Ship's in orbit now. Beautiful control. Just let the ship spin out of control for real quick, just to see if I can recover it better. But yeah, it's currently dancing in the air. Casually. Oh, we're coming in. We're going to use the flap controllers. Hey, flaps controlling very well. Whoop. Wait, what? How are we still going? And just hold the flaps. And then boom. That was weird. Don't know why that's a bug, but it's a bug in the system. Okay, there's the build site. Oh, it's pad 2. Hello, pad 2. We got the Messi's test site over here. It's a big whole flame trench over here. Okay, so it basically teleports us to the Messi's, so just did that. And then we're gonna static fire stand. Now I'm gonna clamp this thing up so he doesn't have any problems. Now watch this. Since we have the ship attached, we can now give it fuel. So we can get this thing propellant. Enough propellant actually. To cool this thing down. And you actually get the flow rate to go up as we go. Oh, and explode it. Sounds normal. Oh jeez. Oh dear. Uh-oh. That's normal. Oopsie daisy. Oh look, got me out of the game. Uh-oh. Alright. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Sad to see it wasn't eye-catching as today as we got. But hey, it was a fun stream today, so yeah, thank you all for tuning in. This is Blue Aerospace. Stay safe.